Yo guys, what is up? Phantom Overlord here with 2 zeros and a 1. And today I'm going to be telling you a story. Excuse me. I'm going to be telling you a story that happened like half a year ago, I think. Yeah, alright. So let's get on to the story. Alright guys, so this happened like a half a year ago. So I have a bike, obviously. So yeah, I'm just riding around, having fun, and there's this park nearby. So then I'm like, okay, let's just go there. So then so there's like this concrete path thing that goes, it's kind of pointed down, so it's kind of fun to go down if you go really fast on a scooter or bike or skateboard. And then some of my friends that are like 3 years younger than me or two, I can't remember, are like, hey, you want to play? And I never seen him in a long time. So I'm like, oh, sure. So then he goes and get his sister, which they are like a year apart. So, yeah, like 4 years and 3 years younger. But then I'm like, hold on. I'm going to go home and get some because I want to show you guys. Be right back. So I get on my little bike. I pedal my bike all the way home. Oh, no. And, okay, I'm sorry, that was top level cringe for you. But then I go get a headlamp thing. It was cheap. It was from a store that sells tools, and it was like fairly cheap. It was like $15, but it was on sale for like $5 because nobody was buying it. So then, I mean, the light was yellow, like that yellowish color. It wasn't that good, but it was like a head strap, like one of those GoPro head straps, and then with a light and a button. So it's like a minor light. I'm like, hey guys, look at this. And then they're like, oh, hey, go point it in that sewer tunnel down there. I'm like, that's a sewage tunnel. It's not sewer. Wait, are they the same thing? I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid, but I'm just stupid. I don't know what it's called. Guys, I legit just woke up and I'm recording this video, so my mind's not awake yet. But so like, okay, so there's a little tiny pond on. There's like a little tiny pond in the park, and they just recently updated it, so they can put fish and crayfish in it, and the fish are tiny, and I occasionally go check on them, and the fish are getting pretty good. I mean, they're probably like the size of a baby, like a half-grown baby trout. I don't know, but the fish are doing pretty good there. Anyways, so then there's like this concrete slab that if the water gets too high from that little pond, it'll flow into that little tunnel. So then I get my little light, and then, so we're standing right by the tunnel. I get my little light, and I put it in there, and the light's not strong enough because there's a little space in between the tunnel and the water. So then we can't really, we can't really get it, so it's like, oh crap. So then I just kept it on my head just to be cool. I wasn't cool. But then we were playing a game. Like it was kind of like dodgeball with like one of those giant rubber balls, you know? So then we're playing a game. And then I'm running towards the tunnel. And then my friend says, hey, look, I legit turn around and that ball's coming at me. And my headlamp is on my head. And I just got it that day. That's why, let's just continue. But it hits my head bounces back, and my headlamp just throws into that tunnel. And here's the bad thing. That tunnel's got bars. Like bars to block off from anybody going in. So then it goes far and it goes into the water. I'm like, oh crap. And my friend's back there going, he's just laughing. I'm like, and then I'm going to make him feel bad. So I'm going to say, yo, that thing was $300 and I just got that today. And he's still laughing. It's just like, really? Oh, $300? Anyways, I was just kind of mad at him because, I mean, come on. I mean, he was just little. He was younger than me, but still, you don't do that. Anyways, so I'm just like, ugh. So then we get a big stick. We trying to get it. It doesn't work. There's no stick big enough. So then I'm like, screw it. So then, as I know, I'm trying to stand in those bars, trying to squeeze through. And my friends are just laughing, you can't get in there. And I spend like a good 3 minutes trying to get in there until it finally kind of slip in. I'm like, oh, sweet. And then my head doesn't fit. It's like, gotta do this again. And then for like another 2 minutes, probably, I finally get it through. My friends are like, oh my god. They start laughing hard. How is it gonna get out? And I'm like, I'm stupid. So then, there's like a little concrete in between the water and the tunnel. So then, I'm kind of going down it, because it kind of slopes down. And the tunnel is quite wide. It's wide. So, I'm like, oh, jeez. I'm like, hey, give me that stick. And then I get the headlamp, but it's all wet. So I can't wear it on my head, and it smells like crap. And there's tons of like trash down there. And there's no graffitis I can see. So then I'm trying to get out. It's not working. I'm like, and we're like, we both don't want to go get help because our parents are going to get mad at us. And my parents don't live too far away from this place. Well, on my case, like, it's like a 1-minute bike ride. That's it. It's really not that far. But then we're just figuring out how I'm going to get out. And then, being stupid as I am, I turn on the headlamp, and since the tunnel's wide and there's water, I kind of have to step in the water and the side at the same time, because I can't, like, if you go look at one of Face Rug's videos, like, how you can see how they walk into the tunnel, like, they kind of go, like, side to side, because the tunnel's not that wide. But this tunnel was wide, so I couldn't do that. So then I'm kind of walking. Strange thing is, there's some graffiti. And then I'm like, what the heck? How is any adult or probably some crap little kid gonna get in here? Through those bars? Unless there's like another way out or another way in, down the road. But I doubt that, because nobody wants to go in tunnels these days. And I was just like, oh my god. And what kind of spooks me out is that there is a road right above me. So I'm kind of in the tunnel. My friends are like, yo, come back. No. So I keep walking because I'm stupid. Like, I'm a savage. So I keep walking. And what kind of spooks me is that a car drives by. And there's like one of those manhole. There was no ladder, which was strange. But there was like a little manhole thing, like one of those. Guys, have you seen like that brown metal thing in the what's it called? In the concrete on the floor? It's like you can pick it up and then you can see inside. Yeah, one of those. A car runs over it. It's loud. There's a big echo, so I know it's a big tunnel. It just goes, and then I can just hear it echoing. Kind of spooks me out. And the weird thing is, like I said, there was some graffiti. I was like, how is anybody gonna get in here? And the weird thing is, there was a lot of trash. Like, I was like, geez, people are littering. So then for a good minute, I'm using that little flashlight and my phone flashlight, because I'm a savage. So I'm using both of them. And then I'm like, screw it. So then I turn off my headlamp and I put it in my pocket. It just looks weird because this is a big bulging thing from my pocket. But yeah, it's just it was strange. But then I'm using my phone flashlight. And my phone then was like a really crappy Android phone. It was an LG K4. It was quite old, so it didn't have a good flashlight, and if I dropped it into water, it would have been dead. I have an iPhone 7 now, so it's water resistant and it's good. But still, I don't want to do anything with it. So I'm using my little phone flashlight. And then I all of a sudden just hear something. Like, huh? I'm not sure what it is. Alright, guys, well, let's pause here because the gameplay's about to end, so I gotta go hook up some new gameplay. So, yeah, I'm about to hook up some new gameplay for you guys because this gameplay is about to end. So, hold on, let me hook up some new gameplay. Alright, guys, now we got some cluster truck gameplay. I mean, A Story About My Uncle is a cool game to watch, but we gotta go back to this one for a little bit. So, let's continue with my story. Alright, so then I hear a noise, and then I just think it's nothing. It's probably some rats or something because, yeah, but there's some rats. But then I'm kind of walking, and I hear that noise again, and that kind of gives me. Okay, I'm sorry if you hear that dog outside, but it kind of gets me spooked out because you know the vibe of like the clown coming out because like it's kind of like the sewer tunnels. It's kind of like yeah, it's just that feeling, and I'm just like, what the heck? So that I'm kind of just slowly creeping at this point until I hear just like tiny footsteps. Then that gets my heart racing. Like I was so it was scary as
England is my city.
it was truly as scary as England is my city. Like I just hear tiny footsteps. And knowing me that I'm stupid, I say hello, and then they just stop. I'm like, okay, this is probably like a homeless person living down here. Like, and I don't, it's not expected to see homeless people because the like where homeless people hang out is like way on the other side of town. Like where it's like where pretty much downtown is, and it's like homeless people camp out there. I know a few camps around town. Like, they're not on this side of town. So I'm just like, okay. So then I slowly start creeping. And then I hear the footsteps again. And then I'm like, alright, alright. So then I start walking fast. And then this thing starts walking fast. I'm like, oh no. So then I keep going. And then this thing keeps coming. It's probably like a homeless person or something. And then I finally get to the bars. I run up, and oh, you don't know the amount of force I actually put in. I put into this. Like, oh my god, it was. Oof. So then I'm legit like kind of banging my head into it, like as some little kid pulling the lever on a like spin the wheel game, and he's not strong, so he has to pull it real hard. Like yeah, that's and then finally my head just slips through. It just goes pfft. It hurt like oh. So then I'm trying to squeeze my whole body, and these bars are tiny. And then the thing starts running. Like running. And then at this point I am so scared. I start cussing this out. I'm like, get the F out. And I would have said the full word, but I know there's a younger viewer watching my video, so I'm not going to say it. But I just start cussing this thing out. I'm like, I will F you up. Like, so then I'm squeezing. I can hear splashing at this point. Like, this guy has given up. Once I squeeze through, I get my bike, and then I go down, and so there's like a little hill, so I just go up the hill, and then I hide behind this house. And then I look behind the corner, and there's this full-grown man just standing there. He's just looking around. And yeah, he looked homeless. Like he was a ginger, and his hair was definitely looked like a ginger. But yeah, just well, that's pretty much my story. So I never went back there for a few months until I had the courage to, and I brought a knife with me this time, like a whole hunting knife, and then I just yell, is anybody here? And I've never seen anybody in that tunnel since. Like, it was a homeless person living down there. Like, it was tons of trash. Like, Pepsi bottles. There was paper. I remember seeing a Mountain Dew can. Like, it was just messy. And that was one of my most scariest moments in my life. And I know wasn't my most scary. Because I can't remember what. But I was more scared one time. Oh, that's right. Oh, I know the story. Alright, if this video gets 5 likes, I will do episode 2 of Storytime. Alright, guys, that's it for the video. 5 likes, and please follow my Instagram. Link is in the description. Peace out.